Welcome back, everybody. We're all alive here at the BTS studio, as well as my co-caster in Singapore, Lysander. Game 1, pretty damn good, and Game 2, Empire vs. VP.Polar, could be just as good.
Oh yeah, we got the Night Stalker first pick.
Oh
I don't know if this is a new trend, but 6.83 saw a lot of Night Stalker changes, so Batman is back.
I agree. I think this is...
The darkness change is ridiculous.
This is one of those heroes which could wreak havoc on 6.83 right now, so...
Works on wards, doesn't stop the day timer, I think. There's a couple of few things. I
didn't believe... Until I firsthand witnessed in a game of mine how small amount of vision wards gave. Yeah. 600 range is really tiny. I was like, wait, do we not have wards? Like, I look across the map and I see 3 dots on our mini-map. I'm like, we have 3 wards. Why can't we see anything? I'm like, oh god, Night Stalker. Like, what is this? You just feel scared when you see you have wards,
like turning off
but you see
the
nothing.
cameras.
Yeah.
Of the enemy team. All their CCTVs go down, and then your Spec Ops team.
Next thing you know, 6.84, Night Stalker Ultimate disables your opponent's minimap. You just don't have a minimap when Ultimate's going on.
Well,
that would be a change.
Wouldn't hurt 4K MMR and below.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I don't use my minimap.
But yeah, Night Stalker. Maybe they look towards banning a Viper. I would say Viper really crushes Night Stalker.
Yeah, Viper. I mean, he's a lane dominator, but he kind of sucks later on a bit.
But he crushes Night Stalker even later.
Do you think this is a mid Night Stalker though?
Strike him,
they picked Death Prophet. Death Prophet can just go mid.
I mean, in fights, you Viper Strike Night Stalker.
Oh, okay.
You usually slow him down, and Ruin His Day. Venomancer can do that as well.
Yeah. Well,
and it's not even that bad. I think Veno is really good against heroes like DP and Rasta because you can put wards in such a way the creep wave never reaches the tower for them to push. They can't clear the waves. They can't clear your wards with their spells.
Yeah. I think Veno as like a mid here could be quite good, like that farming mid Venomancer, and then just get some kind of big carry for the safe lane.
RTC was saying Venomancer is ruining the game.
Yeah, Veno's not a fun hero to verse or push into or just fight in general. Like, he just sits in lane and just farms all day long, and then when he decides to fight, he does so much damage with that Aghanim's ultimate.
Yeah, the Rubik. Wow, Rubik pick. I don't know. Maybe it's a block pick for the Tidehunter retaliation. I don't know about the Rubik pick.
I think it's just like the strong support duo. We get a Keeper of the Light. Where is Coddle guy when we need him?
Yeah, he was. Dakota was talking about not seeing Coddle for the longest time the other day. I remember him just lamenting. And well,
Coddle's buffs, I think, were pretty small.
Eat your heart out.
You know, I don't think Coddle really got... I mean, did get buffed, but I don't think these were very good buffs. I mean, as far as making the hero any better.
Well, the Aghanim's changed from the last version.
Yes.
Wasn't really tested to full potential.
You're picking
we
Coddle...
have day and light powers now, you know. Hey,
well,
VP.
Night Stalker's going to make it nighttime. This is like the anti-synergy draft. Why are you picking these
They're thinking like that. If we can't crush during the nighttime, we'll do it with the old guy.
Okay. So you have control over both day and night, basically.
We control the day and night. So there's no time where you're safe because during the daytime, Coddle becomes really broken. I think.
Well, he's got to farm an Ag Scepter and get there, I guess.
Hey, Coddle's a farmer, man. But yeah, let me see. What was the buffs to daytime?
In the latest patch, you mean?
Yeah. I know something. Blinding light. No, your ultimate is always online, right? You have
the previous patch.
You have 1800 vision. You have pure vision, right? In daytime, unobstructed vision, in daytime.
Okay.
Yeah, you have unobstructed vision in daytime and nighttime, so you have map hack. But they don't have the heroes to exploit map hack, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, they can avoid all ganks, maybe.
Kind of the hobbling fool that doesn't. I don't know about the Witch Doctor. I think Witch Doctor is to prevent aggressive laning from happening. They need the secured laning because Witch Doctor is really good at deterring early aggression. With the casts make things difficult.
I think they also just need some extra burst damage as well, like the Maledict and the Death Ward. They don't have much burst.
No chronos to hold people there though.
Yeah.
They need something to hold things there.
They could still get the Void if they wanted to. They don't have an offlaner, really. Although, I wonder if they're even thinking offensive trialing, but...
Gyrocopter. This hero has been receiving a lot of talk about the homing missile buffs. I think there's this, I don't know what to call him actually. This guy called Slasher? Slasher? I think that's how you pronounce it. It's like Slasher spelled wrong.
It's just Slasher, yeah.
Yeah, he actually talked about playing Gyro as a support nuker kind of hero.
Yeah.
Where you just utilize the power of homing missile to destroy people. Because now with the homing missile up to 5 right clicks to destroy, it's actually really hard to destroy the missile unless you're really focusing fire. And the damage on that is 500 at level 4, so it can get pretty stupid.
I think the big problem is like mid game and late game. It's like you have nothing to fight BKBs with. Like you do 0 in a team fight against BKBs basically. I guess you have this like a slow from a cooldown, but I feel like this hero gets really hard countered by BKBs if he's playing that nuking support gyro.
Yeah, well, I guess so. But his cooldown did get a huge buff. Huge.
Yes. It's pretty potent now. So we'll see what the last picks are going to be. VP.Polar probably need a mag hero. He's normally in that off lane. Unless they want to run some kind of offensive tri lane or do something a bit different. Offlane Keeper of the Light, that's like some demon style Dota.
Is Illidan going to go for Night Stalker though?
I mean, it suits Illidan. Illidan's a very aggressive player, yeah. So he likes to ram. He's kind of like that Havos style carry, so could suit him well. I think this could be his hero.
Havos style carry could be a double-edged sword.
Yeah, he can win you the game. He can also lose you the game.
Yeah, but we'll see. Let me just go check out some of what they've done in the past. But as Pro, they don't have their lineup. Oh yeah, they have it here. So it's so Phobos goes mid.
Yeah, Phobos has been playing mid for them. He's been owning too. He's been playing really well lately.
He's a friend of Dendy's, right? I see him getting tweeted.
Yeah, all the CIS players all pretty close, I guess. So right, Razor last pick, and this makes me think that they are going to run either dual lanes or even an offensive tri lane here, because they've got no real clear offlaner.
Def Keeper.
2-2.
You could 2-1-2.
Like a Keeper Razor offlane or
Keeper Death Prophet. Spam the waves.
I think Death Prophet's probably. Death Prophet definitely needs either farm or solo XP, I guess. And that's a Resolution Invoker, I believe. I'm looking forward to him.
Yep, there he is. One of the talented invokers.
Yeah.
There are a lot of them in the CIS region, actually. Europe has a lot of invoker players.
He's one of my favorite invoker players.
Yeah. There's so many, I can't keep count. They all have their special styles as well. Dandy with his flexible invoker, and then we have the Ice Sniper.
Alright. Well, our second game of today underway now. Going to be VP.Polar up against Team Empire. On the Radiant side, we will have Team Virtus Pro. We'll introduce them to start things off. Illidan Stormrage going to be on the Razor. He's heading top for now. Boots first for him. We've got Mag on the Death Prophet, actually switching over to what looks to be the mid lane. Lil going to be playing the support. Witch Doctor, DK Phobos on the Night Stalker. And then finally, it's going to be FNG on the Keeper of the Light. And I'll let you introduce Team Empire, Lysander.
Alright. Team Empire, we have Yoki on Empire Tidehunter with no cosmetics. We've always want to fly on that Ancient Apparition. Resolution playing that Invoker. Whipping out the Wizard Hat. And we have Aloha Dance. This guy. His name cracks me up every time. Rubik.
Great.
Rubik. He's going to be playing Rubik. And Gyrocopter will be played by Silent. It's a 2-1-2. It would seem from Empire. Oh, no. It's aggressive trialing.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Ancient Apparition rotating. I'm not sure how Chilling Touch interacts with Gyro's flag, so we'll have to see.
I think you only do the bonus damage to the main target is my guess.
Ember Spirit does apply it to everyone so long he has attacks left.
Yeah. But because the other ones aren't really actual attacks per se, but I'm not sure. We'll maybe see that in a second here, but
exploits.
Rubik AA kind of hiding off to the side.
I don't see the kill potential in this tri-lane though, and aggressive tri-lanes that fail, you tend to just die.
Yeah. And as far as
And
the
once
1v1
NS
matchups,
hits that level, man, it's just snowball all the way. You don't want to be under level when NS hits that nighttime.
this is one of the few bad matchups for Tide in a 1v1. He's going to lose all his damage. If he goes in for anchor smashes, Razor suddenly gets a bunch of bonus damage. And Tide can last hit a bit using anchor smash, but it's not really a lane he wins. Mid lane, pretty even matchup, I'd say. And then, yeah, you kind of mentioned the Trilane versus Trilane. We'll have to see who's going to be getting the actual kills off of this one, but...
How are you going to get anywhere close with a Coddle?
Yeah. Trailing into Coddle is not fun.
Yeah,
and they're just going to go immediately into
Doctor
pulls.
is no fun already. You have 2.
Yep.
Oh, we'll see. NS did get some buffs to base damage, I believe. So right clicking, easy peasy.
Yeah.
67, level 1, level 2. That's pretty high, I think.
Yeah, with the 2 branches, but yeah, that's insane. So, see, top lane support's going to rotate up here. I think Empire realize these lanes
That's not working out.
are not good for them. They're getting basically all 3 lanes. I'd say we're losing, apart from mid lane maybe, which is a bit of a even matchup.
It doesn't. Idiot TP.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm taking over the shift from here. Phobos gonna head up top. Does delay his boots though. No, he says I'm sticking
Aloha
around
needs
for
to be
a while
careful.
more.
He may get scouted by FNG. He's walking in. He's being pinged out, and gonna get just right clicked a couple times. So nothing much more of it. Rubik just rotating top lane as well. It looks like both teams will transition into kind of defensive lanes after these early offensive tri lanes.
Resolution. He's still saving that. Oh, saving the orbs. Not really thinking about what to skill up just yet. Quas Wex or Exalt Quas, do you think?
I think we're seeing more Quas Wex with the control lately. I think this is a good Quas Wex game. Go for the Orchid Rush and go from there. Mid lane though.
Aloha Dance. This could be good.
Supports
He's
are
level
nearby,
1
but they're
though.
looping around. Yeah, the damage is a struggle. Only Cold Snap. Because Mag went 2 in Quas, he doesn't have Tornado or anything yet.
Get the Exort, I think.
Oh, he needs one more creep. He's going to go in level 4, it looks like.
Exort. Get the Exort.
I think he's going Wex. I'm going to hate to break it to you.
There we go. Oh, I think it's a kill.
He didn't get
I
level
think it's a
4,
kill.
but...
Come on, bro. Oh, that's a kill. Come on. Good. Oh, got him.
Just barely. That was no uphill miss.
Value blades of attack right there.
He's like, where was my uphill miss, man? Top lane. Illuminate gonna miss. Silent may try turn and fight, but DK Phobos is the one he's fighting, and that's not the hero you want to be right-clicking. That taking the flak damage. Lil gonna salve himself up, and FNG, one last Illuminate. Kills the Gyrocopter, goes down himself. Lil just gonna man-fight against Always Wanna Fly, and we'll get a 2-for-1 trade in favor of VP.Polar, but here comes the rotation. Aloha Dance going to show up with a Fade Bolt. He's not got the damage to out DPS the Voodoo Restoration, though. Here comes an Illuminate, and he's knocking this kill the cask. Going to end the fun, and it's a 3-for-1 trade in the end at top lane.
Who would have thought Witch Doctor? Such a tanker.
He just mans up. That just level 1 Voodoo.
That's the most value, I think, for that mana to health ratio.
Yeah.
He just sits there, drains his tank, and just looks at you.
You think you got the kill, and he's just laughing in your face. DK Phobos just throwing nukes out with the support of the Chakra from the Keeper of the Light, and
it's a refreshing draft, I would say. We need to name this. It's the weather draft, I think.
the weather draft. How so?
Because you have day and night. And you have the light.
Weather. I thought you said wetter.
Oh, okay. Weather.
Yeah.
Singaporean tongue. Lazy tongue. But it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Silence in trouble. Oh, no.
Rocket Barrage is one of the better spells to have against the Night Stalker, but Night Stalker can kind of kite around it. He throws a nuke, backs off when you Rocket Barrage, and play around it to some extent.
And this is why Coddle is so annoying. You try and stack, you're stacking for him.
Yeah, he's just going to keep on coming in and
thanks,
poking,
bro.
prodding.
I'm telling you, this Aghanim Scepter is going to happen. It's the vision,
Yeah.
the map extract.
Gets himself some more farm, and Phobos just going to keep on nuking as well. This is the one thing that the main buff that Keeper got was this Chakra buff, so it just costs less mana to use it in general.
Oh yeah, that's really big because you have times where you just have no mana to Chakra up.
It's always that like, oh, I need a Chakra myself, and then you can have the next Chakra. But now it's like, okay, it doesn't cost too much mana. I can use it on you first if you're going to go in for a kill, and then worry about my own mana later on. Silent, top lane. Here comes the burst damage. Illuminate, not gonna hit, but it hits the support! They made the wrong decision there. Should have just gone for the backline and Phobos.
Oh, good juke.
Okay.
Support coming in, Invoker. Cold snap. It might get him.
I don't think so. He's got a salve as well. Tornado. Illuminate comes back in. Aloha goes down. Silent also low. And the cast's going to chase him down. Resolution now in a bit of trouble. He's got a big creep wave on him, but he's going to shrug that one off and look to keep on chasing FNG.
Illuminate.
That Voodoo Restoration. Illuminate. Resolution. He's just man fighting. Cask in 3 seconds. Can he get the wand off? If he gets, no, he's going to go for the Voodoo instead. Oh my gosh.
Nice stalker. He could make it back in time. No,
is he diving this? No, he's not. Aloha's like, dude, get back. Stop. Let's just chill. This is Russian Dota, but let's not go full Russian Dota.
Russian Dota, I've always described it as a bar fight. We'll see who gets more aggressive here.
Meanwhile, Illidan just free farming away bottom lane. 29 CS, 22 denies to the 10 CS of the Tide.
Russian Dota, you don't look at CS, man. You just look at kills.
Yeah, well, the kills happen in these other 2 lanes and these other 4 heroes, but then you have a player like Illidan who's like, I'm not going to play your style. I'm going to just sit here and farm while my team creates space for me. He's kind of going to be coming out of the woodwork soon and offering a lot to this VP.Polar team.
Illuminate spam is annoying.
Yeah, that's some serious
These supports
deeps.
might need to get Tranquil boots. Might. They might. I don't know if they'll get that desperate, but you know, somehow. I know a lot of people asked for it, but the face boots change really irks me. I don't know why. I use a lot of face boots, and this flipping of the image really makes it hard for me to focus. Sometimes it's like, oh, this doesn't look right.
Volvo, please revert. Silent, struggling to get any farm himself, has fallen back.
Always want to die.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like the Pylai Die, I guess. These guys with the names.
And bottom lane too at the same time. Tide, they bring down the Razor. That's a big kill to be getting. That Razor was getting out of control.
Ravage used as well.
Yeah. So good resolution so far has been doing a lot to keep his team in the game. His rotation top and now bottom lane to kill the Razor. Making the plays happen.
Yeah, he's back in mid lane, trying to get more plays going. And the good thing about VP.Polar is if they get on that place where they have the grip on Empire, well, I would call it grip, you know, using arm wrestling terms. If they get the grip on them, they can just push it down with the chakra constantly refilling the Death Prophet's mana and stuff like that. They can keep pushing over and over. Refill Witch Doctor's healing. A lot of things as well. Double damage Yoki. Gonna see the Death Prophet. No one in the position to gank actually, so not gonna happen. No shadows for Phobos. So
Mac's been struggling a bit mid. He's out farmed by a roaming Invoker and also has the death to his name, so not normally the mid play for this VP.Polar team, and I think some of that discomfort may be showing.
Illidan is going for Pipe. I don't think Vanguard, but you know, it might be Pipe.
Yeah, I can't see it being a Vanguard unless he really wants the Crimson Guard, but
Pipe helps you push.
Yeah,
right. So
I think the Pipe pretty solid choice
here. Here comes the roam again. Here comes the roam. Illidan, no, bye.
Yeah, nice tornado. Don't think they need a Ravage. Maybe save it for the TPs in. Illidan has 10 stick charges.
They're faithful. He's not gonna waste them, I think. Resolution, killing spree.
Lily the TPing in. Resolution. Phase drums going very early game centric with this. Could go back for the Orchid still. But wanting to get... I think he realized how much he needs to fight now. And if he tried to farm an Orchid, it would take him too long before he could actually help his team out.
Oh, the roaming's been great so far. Aloha Dance.
Yeah.
He's been trying.
This Invoker has been roaming all across the map and is by far the most farmed hero in the game. So he's still getting his CS and is up there with the top CSs as far as the Razor is concerned, but making up for it elsewhere in the kills and everything else he's getting for his team. So we'll have to see. This next nighttime for VP.Polar is going to be very important for them. Phobos needs to go big.
Yeah, Empire needs to clump up. They have
the Haze Rune not gonna say... Oh, it will! The tornado catches 2! Even gets up a Fade Bolt from the high ground. Resolution making the plays once more.
Gandalf takes a fall. And
I thought
yeah. The drums face boots really gives him a lot of mobility. He just scoots on through and...
I think he was going to get another right click off and kill the Rubik. He just needed one more right click, and even with the haste rune, he was in range for it until the tornado came in.
Oh GoDz, check out the vision.
This is so sad. Ah, the darkness vision. This tiny little circle.
Why do I buy wards for? Now
yeah, I mean that's going to be the new thing in pub games. Support's like reversing Night Stalker. I'm not buying wards. They don't do anything. And again, they're going to smoke bottom. Illidan will not see this coming. He thinks he's safe. He's like, I've got a lane ward. They can't gank me.
Ancient Apparition has 52% health, 54% mana. Thanks a lot.
That's your hashtag stats for today.
Illidan,
goodbye, sir.
I think he just puts down his keyboard. Okay, back to the fountain for me.
Man, Lil's like, okay, I got to TP and try help out my buddy, but it's too late. Can't do anything. And Resolution gets even more out of his Invoker. Picks up a Staff of Wizardry now, so probably going to see a 4-staff, but Yule's good. Dagon, sure, why not? Let's go Dagon. I want to see a Dagon. You're owning it up. He has mana problems, though.
Yeah, Aloha has been going along with these ganks, and because Razor's a solo hero, he's been giving a lot of EXP to the Rubik as well. So
yeah,
Rubik hits 6 now, and it's very good. A lot of supports, I think, was it Aoi or I think someone mentioned it before that some supports need to be played greedily, and I think the support players that play greedy are sometimes rewarded really highly. Yep. I think Kuroki used to be one of these supports when he was still a support on Navi. He just knew where to find all the farm. I believe EGM was one of more of them.
Yeah, EGM for sure.
They just knew where to find the items, where to find the farm, and they just happened to have all of them.
Well, Silent's been using all this space to catch up in the jungle. Stacks all over, using the cooldown, using the level 4 flak as well. He's got multiple stacks in multiple locations, and this is the catch-up for him. There's nowhere safe top lane, but here comes the rotation through. I think VP.Polar have a pretty good idea of what he's been up to, but Silent, he's going to hide, although it looks like he may have his stacks stolen. Observer Ward goes down, and it looks like, yeah, Keeper Light going to blast it. And he actually catches Silent with it. That's going to be a dead gyrocopter.
My golems? Nah, nope.
Yeah. Invoker cannot do much about that. So Invoker with a 4-staff. I like this item build. Like, normally you think the Orchid as the go-to build, but against a Night Stalker, it's just not quite as strong, that build. The 4-staff you can always use even when you're silenced up. The drum's movement speed. You've got 2 items which give you movements, well, give you mobility, and then can also be used even when you're being chased down by a Night Stalker and silenced up.
You want to check out with that plasma field? Yeah.
He's going to be dancing his way to the grave, it looks like. Yeah, Phobos is going to chase pretty far for this one, but...
Dance. Nope. Plasma.
Wiggle.
Yeah. Well, he tried. You ain't in Hawaii anymore.
Trying to get this bottom tier 1 tower, and may do so because VP.Polar is sticking around mid. See, maybe just him spam out this lane here. But they're going once more into the jungle. Exorcism, VP.Polar trying to now start using that 5, and we haven't really seen Mag get too involved yet, and deciding now is the time to get with it. Using this Night Stalker plus Death Prophet kind of death ball push.
Ravage cooldown could be pretty big.
Tornado could set things up as well.
FNG?
You've got to avoid those Illuminates, so if you start the fight like half HP because you get hit by an Illuminate, it's problematic.
Can get really troublesome. Has Yoki shown his Blink Dagger yet?
I don't think so. I think this is a surprise factor still going on. But he's going to probably reveal it sooner rather than later. Wants to make something happen, and we'll see bottom tier 1 tower get denied by Illidan. He's just picked up the casual ring of health and going back for what looks to be a BKB. This game has not been one of Illidan's better games. He's...
Aloha. Needs to carry TPs. Oh, getting slowed down there by the ghost. Urn of Shadows? Yeah,
let the Urn do the job.
Ashes with your friends. For a moment, I thought the ghost was gonna slow him enough. No. Oh, Night Stalker, BKB first. No fun.
Yeah, I like the build. I like the Vlad's Rush, which I think it's TC for Fire's been doing. I think that's pretty good. I think the Tread's Midas is... If you want to go late game, you need to get like a Midas too, but I think Midas is a bit optional, but
Let's see. NS doesn't have to worry too much about popping darkness anymore. I think that's one of the good things. He's using one of the voids to soften up Silent. If Silent gets too close, he could be finished off.
I mean, the BKB does counter all of Empire. I mean, we talked about Silent being just a magic damage dealer, and right now, cooldown is most of his damage because he is so far behind on farm. So, I mean, from that point of view, you're going to be blocking 90% of Empire's damage with a BKB, but getting it this early means it's going to be, if you go to a late game scenario, you're going to have a 5-second BKB, which is not what you want against this kind of a draft.
Aloha Dance. He had a good start. Oh man!
Bad burst damage is too real.
Oh boy. Light and darkness combined. You're destroyed right there. Oh, Gyrocopter, he's having one of those games where like you just resign yourself to fate, drag that BKB into your side shop. Goodbye.
VP.Polar ahead by 5,000 net worth, so a very important game. These two teams both sitting on about 3 losses, I want to say, in Starladder, and both of them in the race for that top 4. They're kind of both just on the edge, and there's a good chance whoever wins this will be going to Kiev, and whoever loses it may not be going to Kiev. So, very important match for both teams.
So Empire and VP.Polar both have a good chance to qualify?
At the moment, but whoever loses this could be in a bit of trouble here. We'll see Mag get picked off. This Death Prophet 0-3 has okay farm, but has not managed to have...
Not his game.
Yeah.
The same way it is in Gyrocopter's game.
Yeah, the Gyro and Death Prophet are both in struggle.
Razor as well. Up. Costo. Wow, Resolution. Landing these big ultimates.
It's a mech though. This is a farm coddle. FNG will still die.
Watermelon sits on his face. And oh, always want to fly. Once again, space makes to the side there. Yoki, Batman's coming in. Resolution has to be run away really quickly. 10 seconds left on that 4-star. He has to TP right after. And will he get close enough? Yes, he will. There's going to be cold snap. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Go on the low ground plasma field. He goes down. Big streak to take as well. Phobos.
That's
mega kill.
That's a huge kill. VP.Polar. I mean, they were already ahead on farm overall, but they just shut down one of the bigger Empire heroes. They've managed to keep Gyro down all game long, but now ending the Invoker streak and showing him who's boss, that's going to go a long way right now.
Not using the drum charges might have cost him there.
Yeah, small thing.
He just needed a small bit of time to force-staff himself to the low ground. Terrycraft, but you know, could have mattered.
Yeah,
could have.
I agree. Yoki gonna try to do some stacks, although...
Has there even been a Ravage this game?
I don't think we have seen one.
Yeah, now BKB's done, so Phobos is just gonna walk in and
possible
bat aside the tentacles.
Double BKB is basically done. Illidan just needs 200 gold and he's got his BKB, so...
Casual.
This is...
Like,
yeah, this is not going to be easy for Empire.
He was just trying to build up that hood and then he keeps getting ganked.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm getting a BKB. You guys can go protect yourself from magic another time. And Death Prophet's been really shut down. Forced to go for drums instead of the eels first for more stability.
Well, that's the crazy thing. VP.Polar have had Death Prophet and Razor both at least somewhat shut down and having a bad game, but even so, they're still ahead by a big margin on overall farm. So they may be struggling on a few of their core heroes, but Gyro's struggling harder, and Razor still won his lane. Even though Razor's been ganked 3 times, he did win his lane ultimately.
Yep, and Keeper brings in Razor to push the lane. And yeah, we haven't talked about this Keeper's constant relocation, so if the Keeper gets a good enough amount of farm, especially with Aghanim's, he could be anywhere. Bring people in to gank. So if it's about nearing nighttime, pull in the Night Stalker for a quick gank, you know, stuff like that. You can never be too sure where the enemies are.
Now, for me, VP.Polar I think is seeing pretty good right now. We haven't seen the Death Prophet do much, but that can so quickly change.
Cameras off.
Yep. No vision for you, Team Empire.
This is
where the ward's at.
What ward? This guy is just looking out for himself now. 2M dark friend. Oh, BKB, BKB. Yep, BKB. There we go. Resolution might have made a mistake. Forced off. Oh, they bait out a BKB.
Okay.
That's a win.
They will have to give the top tier 2, it looks like. Although maybe they could look to fight it. Blink Ravage available. Smoke has been used on the Tide still, so he's not going to be scouted out by any Observer, although there isn't any on this cliff anyways, and just trying to securely get this tower using the Exorcism. Glyph going to wear off, and here comes the Ice Blast.
They are blind.
Yeah, Blink, Ravage, catches out just Mag, and they're going to try blow him up. They do succeed in doing so. Illidan with a BKB himself, and Silent, the poor Gyrocopter. He's in Struggle Town. Great Death Ward from Lil. Perfect position. They've killed the Gyrocopter, but nothing more. And Illidan with his BKB wearing off. Great Tornado from Resolution into an Anchor Smash. The burst damage is real. Phobos lifted up, brought down, and Lil trying to bring down a low hub. Will get him with the cast. One more right click. One more right click. He's going to get it. But they're going to lose 5. At what cost? Always when a fly going to die to the Maledict. That looks like this Witch Doctor is balling out of control, but his team, not so much. 5 to 3.
Resolution puts 3 guys in the ground, so...
Resolution...
3,600 gold. Wow. This guy, get himself that Dagon you always wanted, my friend.
On the Invoker. Ooh. Yeah. What's he got? He's got an ultimate orb.
We did talk about that, you know? Baller. Well, he could go for his Orchid now, I think. But would you go for Orchid? There's 2 BKs.
No, he's going for a Hex or a Linken's with this ultimate orb. Probably a Hex, I want to say, but we'll see.
Linken's is too easily breakable.
Yeah.
With the Eels, with the...
There's nothing you need to block with this game anyways. There's no lasso, there's no big single target spell to block.
Yeah. I think you get Hex, building that ultimate orb for stats for now.
That's a big worry for VP.Polar, that fight, because that was their 2 10-second BKB fight. That should have been one of their best team fights of the game. You have 2 10-second BKBs, Empire have no items on Gyro, and you just get team wiped.
Something Ancient Apparition thing.
Yeah.
Oh no! Forced to use another BKB charge, I think, yep. And Resolution? Maybe this time he doesn't run away.
Okay. Yeah. This could be worth it. They get out of the cooldown slow. Phobos is going to need another Void.
No, they dust him. He's dead. No, or not. They get out of position.
Resolution. Too fast, too furious. He's just... This Invoker movement speed. He used his drum charge, Lysander. He's listening in, and... We'll see Illidan if he can get out of this one. He's in trouble. Yoki going to blink forward. No relocate out.
Oh, spits in his face. Down he goes. Well, I would say that's dive. That's not something you should have been doing.
Oh, Coddle. Is he bringing someone in here, or what's the plan? He's going to just man fight against Resolution, Blinding Light, try TP himself out. They need vision. They got vision. Plasma field available, not even needed.
Ring around the rosy. Aloha Dance
Lil
comes in, collects the urn charge.
Here comes the ball and Witch Doctor.
Oh man, where does this guy come from?
Oh no, he cancelled his Death Ward. Oh, Maledict.
Does Aloha Dance go down?
Yeah, Urn is not going to heal him at all. Yeah, he's dead.
And Witch Doctor.
Ice Blast. Resolution just still going nuts on this Invoker. He's 9-1 now. They lose both supports. I gotta say, this Witch Doctor is impressing me, even if he did end up dying there. He should have kept going with that Death Ward. He could have done some serious damage to the Invoker.
Hard. He's 5-2 and 7, man. You can't blame this support.
No. You can perhaps blame this Mag Death Prophet, which has been pretty abysmal this game. 0 and 4. Yeah. Once you start falling behind, we saw that top tier 2 tower. They just go in him. They don't care if he has X's on. They just blink Ravage and Ice Blast, and you're dead. You're done for.
I think it's pretty mandatory at this point. It's a tough game whenever you fall behind as DP. You just get very demoralized. You get crushed very easily. But if you're ahead, you start taking towers, and everything's pretty good. It's still a while before he gets his BKB though, so he has to be more patient when it comes to farming. Don't rush it out
Mag.
There.
Well, that BKB could be even slower now.
Oh boy. Oh, it's that tornado. No running away.
Doesn't matter.
Please, guys. I haven't paid the deposit for this yet.
So Resolution is going to have a Scythe of Vice very shortly.
BKB for Gyro.
That's the thing. Silent, he's struggled. He hasn't done much this game, but he can... A good kind of catch-up farmer with stacks, which we've kind of seen a bit of. Although he is still behind, I guess you could say. For VP.Polar, it's a different draft, but so far this draft of theirs has not really succeeded too much. I guess they were ahead in farm for a long time, but...
Actually, it's just Invoker making plays.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Resolution is hands down MVP already. Should Empire win this game? There's no question about that in my mind.
Space as his main. That's
the thing. He's creating all this space, and like Silent, he's still not that farm, but Resolution has If it wasn't for Resolution, he would like have an Ogre Club right now. No BKB. Yoki is farmed out of his mind, all thanks to this Invoker as well. Those multiple ganks on the Razor saved his lane, because he had 10 CS to the Razor's 30 CS.
The Resolution is showing the world that a single player can make a big difference. It starts with you guys. Stop blaming your teammates. And the Scythe of Vice, it will be pretty huge if he can get a Hex on the Night Stalker before he gets his BKB off. Stuff like that. I mean, it's really strong. He can force in, hex him up, catch him out while he's still down, blink in with the Ravage, keep him chain stun actually.
And now you're at this stage where VP.Polar can't push, can't really teamfight against a Blink Ravage and a BKB Gyrocopter, not to mention the Scythe of Vice you just mentioned, so they're kind of forced to just sit back and farm their next couple of items. Farm up the Ags on the Razor, farm up Death Prophet's BKB, farm up Phobos' Aghanim Scepter. When they get those items, they have a bit of a better chance, but right now they're in farm mode. Like, you don't really want to be in farm mode when you had a 5k lead earlier, and you have this kind of pushing lineup. With the Death Prophet, you want to be taking towers, not going late game. Night Stalker falls off. Razor's not bad late game. I mean, Death Prophet's okay late game, but I feel like Empire with the Gyro and the Tide Refresher Ultimate are going to have a far superior late game.
Yeah, they just need to bring on the map hacks, man.
Yeah, well, Phobos is going for his.
Coddle's got to step up.
I don't know about Coddle. Looks like Coddle's going to go for a 4-staff.
Yeah, and it's not stepping up to this game. Well, they turn off the lights again, and we'll see what happens.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Hanky here from Phobos.
More.
No, they're just gonna
stack
away.
Shenanigans.
Empire are sticking together, so it's good for them. Oh wow, stack.
Yeah, missed that stack, but there was just too many golems for this party.
It says me. Don't really want to steal it.
Yoki's like, can I take this? Do I get to Anchor Smash this? And Jar's like, please no, please no. Don't do it.
I've had a terrible game. You're 5-0, I'm 1-5.
Yeah. And Yoki's like, okay. You can have it. This is Silence Yasha. I mean, Yoki's could get a refresher pretty soon, but there we go. Silent now. Has money for his Yasha. And the BKB still not up for Mag. He's still
taking their own Ancients as well. Resolution is just leaps and bounds away from everyone else in net worth.
Still, you get one good team fight from VP.Polar, you kill the Invoker, and suddenly it's that big rubber band effect as things will maybe turn back the other way. Mag is going to be careful with where he's farming. Resolution has, I believe, found him and is on hot pursuit.
Okay.
Nighttime hits, though. And this makes things a lot harder for Resolution. He's going to see the Night Stalker perhaps as well, although he may just go on the Night Stalker. Look for this kill. No.
Full feet. Oh, the Ghost Walk is causing trouble. They de-ward that Observer ward, so less vision for the enemy team for pickups, and Resolution still keeping his nose clean. 10-1. Clean enough.
Suddenly it's Empire, top 3 farmers in the game in terms of net worth, all on their side. They still, well, they're even. They've been behind for a long time on net worth, but they've brought it back now, and definitely from a strategical point of view, just have the much better team fight, the AoE synergy of the Tide Hunter double Ravage, the Ice Blast, and Invoker doing what he's doing. But VP.Polar could use this vision advantage that Night Stalker gives them. We're going to see a Hex on the Mag. Death Prophet is pretty fast, though. That nerf to the Hex where it doesn't give you as low movement speed as it used to coming into play there. Wasted BKB from Illidan though, and it looks like Resolution wants to re-engage.
No dust. Any dust? Nope, there's a pack on Witch Doctor. This could be a big fight. Oh, they catch the Night Stalker. He doesn't have BKB, but now still holding on to it. Now he goes back in.
It's pretty slow. That cooldown movement speed's slow. Really kicking in.
He nearly got right-clicked down by Phobos. This guy hits for pretty hard now, especially with the Scythe of Vice. It's not to be overlooked, especially if you're in here.
Forced to TP home and
wasting another BKB charge. I think that's what Resolution is doing. He doesn't want to blow his full set of spells if he knows he can't guarantee a kill. And sending you back home is even better because you have to go back and regen, unlike a buyback where you immediately spawn at your fountain and TP back to the nearest tower.
They force out both BKBs, and I think from Empire's point of view, they're like, wait, if these BKBs get down to 5 seconds, we win team fights. 2 Ravages, you can just wait out the 5-second BKBs, have your double Ravages, have your Ice Blast, have your Tornado EMPs, and soon he's going to get some Exort spells as well.
Meatball.
VP.Polar cannot fight without BKBs. That's also why they're not contesting Roshan, because Illidan used his BKB last fight, it only just came back up, and the Night Stalker, his BKB is still on cooldown, so VP.Polar could not contest Roshan, even though it's nighttime.
Alright, apparently there's a way to make the fight recaps a lot easier to read, because I tweeted earlier on.
There's a console command for it.
Console command?
Yep.
No, Blaze tells me there is a checkbox.
Okay. Yeah, you can set how much information you want it to show. Whether you like, because right now, if you don't change it at all, it just shows like every single spell that was used. It will let you know if a Tengo was used during a team fight, which you probably don't want to know.
Okay. Terse fight recap. Is that it?
I'm not sure. I haven't played around with it too much. Please give BTS team fight recap back. Phobos, top lane. Gonna BKB, but that is probably not a BKB he was wanting to use. Down to 6 seconds now, and he's dead. Team Empire.
It's these games are really hard to read, you know. First of all, we see, oh hey, VP.Polar, they're gonna be crushing with his Night Stalker, blah blah blah, and then Empire takes the lead in this game, and then suddenly Empire is throwing for,
got his BKB at least.
Oh, caught him.
It's at base. Self-fuel
for a while.
Resolution, trying to make plays. Here's a Blink Ravage, catches out 4. And Illidan, hexed up, did not get off his BKB in time. He's going to be too low. Oh no. Disaster, boys. Mag is probably going to go down as well. His BKB still sitting back at base. Resolution's a cold snap. Goes for Lysander. He BKBs, does not have mana to do anything really. He tries to BKB and right click. He's going to die, I think, with the cooldown slow. Turns in Maledict's Resolution, but the 4-star out will save his life. Oh dear. Disaster. After disaster after disaster.
And, well, it's not over yet. They still have a couple of towers standing. A lot of buffer time for them.
It's not over.
One thing that surprised me is that Witch Doctor has his BKB. But he does get a lot of kills here and there, so it shouldn't be too surprising, especially with the goal swing changes. If you die with a lot of net worth, you could be giving up a lot of goals. So Resolution has to be very careful not to die to the wrong guy.
Quick
And
pause coming out.
Seconds.
As the horses are going to go flying and... go sorry. Let's see the push gets stalled by the Illuminate. This is the thing. Empire ultimately are going to have to go to the ultra late game, but they're going to be up against 5-second BKBs, but ending the game against Keeper Illuminate, never fun.
Yep, Yoki. Yeah, building to his refresher op. He's very close. 700 gold from that. And once he gets that, it's double Ravage. I think the previous Ravage was beautiful.
Well, Aloha Dance support Rubik going to be finishing his 4 stuff soon. You've got Always Wanna Fly working on his Ag Scepter, so even the Dire supports not doing all too well considering we're 33 minutes. They're actually the bottom 2 farmers, and that's one thing where VP.Polar have kind of spread their wealth a bit better. Witch Doctor making his own farm by getting kills, and then the Keeper of the Light, well, it's Keeper of the Light, 110 CS for FNG's Keeper of the Light. It just always happens when you're Keeper of the Light. You're countering pushes, you're spamming that Illuminate, you're going to pick up a good chunk of farm.
And Aloha Dance finishes his 4 stuff, so a little bit of escape maneuvers from him. I don't know, Phobos has an eye on him this entire game.
Yeah,
so
it's just anti-Night Stalker items.
3 and 6. You know, it makes you almost think, should he get a Blink Dagger, blink into the trees and hide instead?
Well, I guess the good thing with the 4-staff is you can use it if he's already like latched onto you with a Void. You can still 4-staff away if you're taking damage. And you can save teammates, but... all this wraparound. Resolution sees everything. He's trying to avoid revealing himself. Doesn't want to actually hit him with the Ghost Walk. Does scout the BKB too. So he sees that Death Prophet has the BKB and will probably let his team know.
Well, he can't deal with it because he does have, a gem. Keeper of the gem.
They want to get this tier 2 tower, it seems. 1 minute left on the Aegis. Demon Edge now for Silent, and... well, actually, Silent gonna actually pick up the region.
FNG is going Ags first. No 4-staff for him.
On who? On the Coddle.
FNG. Did I see Mag?
He had a staff of Wizardry earlier.
Yeah, he bought an Ogre Club now. Unless he's going for BKB.
Yeah,
which is not happening. Yoki, getting mana leak. This is clever because he does have mana for his Ravage now.
He's got 1 Ravage with the 1 charges probably. Nice Death Ward coming in. It's turned around. That's the Rubik Death Ward. They kill him 2. It's gonna be 3. Phobos melts. They lose the gem, it looks like, and oh my god, it's a disaster. 5 down, GG's called.
Whoa!
What? They even got the full mana leak on Yoki. He had just one Ravage.
How did afford an MKB all of a sudden?
They win the fight with 0 Ravages, basically, is how I look at that.
Yeah, Aloha Dance, man. Look at it go.
That turnaround Witch Doctor ulti, and I mean, that wasn't even... End of the day, VP.Polar had no damage, had 5-second BKBs. Resolution, the MVP today, 11.8 fantasy points, but he helps Empire get themselves in a better position to qualify for the LAN finals here. Whew.
You know, I think Aloha Dance had some good plays as well.
Yeah, he really did.
I think he's MVP for the most amazing name. And I still am a big believer that Rubik should have an Arcana that turns all his stolen spells green.
Before this game, Empire and VP.Polar were both 8 wins and 3 losses. This puts Empire to 9 and 3, and VP.Polar will go down to 8 and 4.
Yep.
They're going to be tied with Power Rangers VP.Polar, but Empire still safe and secure in 4th position right now. They could be caught up. Na'Vi especially looking good. Na'Vi are 8 and 2, so the race is on. 4 of these teams in this grid you see here will be going to Kiev, and well, it's still anyone's game as far as the top 6 or 7 teams are concerned. But
sad night for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah,
Morning.
Both teams going down. They still got more games. VP.Polar especially just need to win out. Like if they start winning some games, they still have a shot to go to the LAN finals. And I think they're playing a few more games today. Yes, they're going to be going up against their other Virtus.Pro team as well as My Insanity. So some more VP.Polar games later today.
But we're done for now, right?
We're done for now.
Okay.
Guys, stick around. There'll be more Starladder action coming up next. We've got Na'Vi versus Team Empire, scheduled to start in about 15 minutes time, so stay tuned.
Alright. Much love and Kappa, guys. See ya.